Good morning. Time for sports and coffee. We're going to play a little AFFF this morning. This is advanced fictional franchise football. This replaced AFFF football and is available in ebook on Lulu. This is the booklet. These are the booklets that I was waiting to receive in the mail to decide whether I wanted to sell the booklets. They all came out absolutely beautifully. I love them, but I haven't decided whether I need to make them available for sale. I mean, they're available in ebook. People can print them themselves. So I may or may not put them up for sale, but the quality is fantastic. So I'm tempted to, just so people can get a controlled quality. I mean, if you print them yourself, you're going to get what you get. But anyway, so we're going to play AFFF. For those who are tuning in, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago, I introduced these games on the channel, Boxing Time Bouts, AFFF Football, and the original Racing Time, Big Country Racing Time, the original. And I made these teams. I didn't make the teams on the channel. I ended up going through how the game works, and I think that I rolled up the first couple of weeks. But we are in week 5 of an 11-week season. For those who may or may not recall, this is my American Football League 1982. This is what if, during these troubled times in the 80s with the NFL Players Association strikes, that a third league outside of, say, the USFL in 82 had been formed, a small league of very, very rich owners. I shouldn't say that. Some of these guys are poor, but determined owners. So game 1 in week 5 is the Denver Bears at 1-2-1 versus Chicago Tigers. Denver's key here is they have a 4-dice offense, not bad, but they have the worst defense in the league at a +8. So this ought to not go well. We're going to check for injury first. So remember, in this particular game, you may need up to 10 dice. You'll know before you sit down to play roughly the most. I have 6. I have a team that has 6 dice. So I'll need at least 6. May not use them depending on injury or weather. So the Chicago Tigers feature a large dome, so we need to make an injury check for both teams pregame. So the Broncos, the Bears, the Denver Bears, looking at injury, 6. They reduced their offensive dice by 1. They're a 4, so they're down to a 3. So they're going to be 3 dice. Chicago, do they have any injuries? So Denver has an injury. That's what that means. I'll write over here, parenthetical statement, injury, quarterback, because to lose a die would have to be somebody like your starting quarterback or starting halfback. 3 on injury is nothing. If it's blank, just ignore it. So that's done. We don't need this now for anything else. It's a dice pool game once we have all of our data in front of us. So Denver, 3 dice due to injury and a +3 defense, -1 for being on the road. Chicago is 3 dice, facing a +8 defense, and they're going to get +2 for being at home. So Chicago should win this easy, and they are 1-3. They need a win. All right, Denver's first score is going to be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. -1 is a 13-point game. And again, I generally round to the most reasonable actual number for a football score. All right, Chicago gets 3 dice +8. So we're going to get 8, 10, 18, 19, 20. So they're going to win 20-13. Chicago is now 2-3. Denver falls to 1-3-1. And that's game 1. Game 2 is Los Angeles. 2-1-1 Los Angeles, having a pretty good year so far. Travels over to 1-3 San Fran. So this is a West Coast trip up the Pacific Coast Highway, up from Los Angeles along the PCH, up into San Francisco to face the Prospectors. The LA Stars have the best defense for this fledgling launch. Why are the numbers so low? Because this is a brand new league. So these teams have not had a chance to evolve and develop over time. But they do have the best defense in the game. And San Fran, again, not great. So LA's 2-1-1 thanks to that. All right, so let's go ahead. We are in a, let's see here, large dome again. So we're going to be looking to see if either team suffers an injury. Right. So here we go. Let's find out if anybody suffers an injury in the Dome. 4, no injury for Los Angeles. San Fran in their Dome reduced their defense by 1 point. So their defense is +2. To make that worse, it becomes +3. So LA is 3 dice +3 because of injury and -1 for being on the road. San Fran is 3 dice -3 points but +2 for being at home. So it looks like San Fran might have a chance in today's game. All right, Los Angeles with a bit of a bonus here. Wow. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 -1 is 15. We're going to round that to a football score of 14. San Francisco, and I do that rounding before I find out the other score, so be it. 6, 7, 8, 9. You could wait until you get the total scores. 9 -3, 6, 7, 8. They're going to score 8. We're going to make that 7, and LA will go to 3, 1, and 1, winning 14-7 with the league's best defense. San Fran falls to 1 and 4. By the way, San Fran had an injured middle linebacker and reduced their offense. All right, our last game of week 5, and then we're going to play week 6. So I always play 2 weeks at a time in these morning coffee. Detroit. The Detroit Panthers come to New York to face the Tycoons. All right, we are in a small outdoor stadium, so we look at weather. And again, in my game, weather must be rolled for each team because the weather will not necessarily affect both teams equally. You know, one team might be more adversely affected by weather than the other. All right, here we go. A 5 or a 6. Detroit will be affected by weather. Nope, they're okay. They're going to be able to handle it. New York Tycoons. Nope, both teams are unaffected. So it might be something as simple as a little moisture, and neither one of them are going to be adversely affected. Detroit is the best offense in the league with 6 dice. They're going to be facing a +3 defense, -1 for road. New York has 4 dice. They're facing a +0, and they get a +2 for home. So we have got 6 dice for Detroit. They are 3, by the way, this is the game of the week. 3-1 Detroit versus 3-1 New York. May the best team win. We're going to get 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, -1, 17 points for Detroit. New York's going to get 4 dice +2. 4 dice. Oh, God, I keep rolling them into my crotch there in the morning. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. They're going to lose. Wow, Detroit is 4-1. Not a surprise with the best offense in football, 6 dice. And New York falls to 3-2. Both teams healthy, no weather effect. And that is week 5. So week 6, San Fran comes in here 1-4. Oh, into Detroit, who is 4-1. And we have a couple teams on the bye week in week 6. Oh, so we got a 10-game schedule, 11 weeks, which means every team gets a bye. It's 11 weeks, 10 games. New York comes in here having just suffered at home. They're 3-2 now, and they're facing Los Angeles, who is 3-1. Ooh, boy, what a great game that would be. San Fran, Detroit, not so much. All right, let's take a look at our potential weather and injuries. Okay, so San Fran Prospectors versus Detroit. There we go. And again, I normally would have full cards with the names of the quarterbacks, etc., etc., etc. But right now, I've just been enjoying the game as written. Not worrying about naming anybody or anything. All right, so San Fran, we are in, by the way, an outdoor medium. So we got weather here in Detroit. So of all the teams that aren't in the Dome, Detroit is not in the Dome, which just cracks me up. I mean, I created these rules as written. So weather for San Fran, yep, they're going to be affected. -2 offensive dice. Okay, they're already at 3. They cannot go below 3. You can never go lower than 3. You can never go higher than 10. So they are affected by the weather, but there's actually not going to affect them. Detroit, that would have been a big one for Detroit because they're 6 dice, and they are unaffected by the weather. They have 6 dice. So San Fran is 3 dice +0, -1. Detroit is 6 +2 +2 for home field. Detroit's going to win this easy, folks. San Fran could be in real hurt if I did not have a bare minimum of dice. The weather would have really killed them. They're going to score 9. -1 is 8, so we're going to round that to 7. And Detroit gets 6 dice. Detroit's going to be 5-1. Oh, wow, yeah, butt kicking. 10, 21, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. We're going to round that to 28. San Fran's 1-5. Detroit is 5-1. That 6 dice is a big, big deal in a dice pool game. All right, New York. The Tycoons travel all the way across the country to face the Los Angeles Stars. New York Tycoons, Los Angeles Stars in my 1982 American Football League. They will next year, they will be facing both NFL and United States Football League competition. But they're getting a jump here on the USFL, and of course nobody threatens the NFL, right? I mean, that's just the way it is. We are in a medium dome, so we're going to check injuries. Medium dome. So again, this booklet is available in ebook along with boxing time bouts and racing. Right, I have not made these booklets available in print. All right, New York. We are looking at we're in a dome. We're looking at injuries. That's off-season charts. All right, dome. We're looking at injuries. 6. Reduce offensive dice. They are at a 4. Oh, New York actually is going to lose a die again. So New York's going to have their quarterback injured. So injury, QB. So their QB comes in. They're coming in with a backup quarterback. Los Angeles here in a medium dome to reduce their defense by a point. They're -3. Oh, they're -2. So they're going to be a benefit. So injured, we're going to say they're locked down cornerbacks out. -2, -1. LA gets 3 dice, +3 defense, +2. So LA has got a chance to go to 4-1-1 here. All right, 3 dice for New York with -3. Oh, wow, 15 -3 is 12. We're going to leave it at 12. That would be 4 field goals. They have to settle with a backup quarterback for 4 field goals. Los Angeles, is going to get 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. They're going to score 2 touchdowns. LA had to settle, or New York settled for 4 field goals with an injured quarterback. Los Angeles finds a way to score 2 touchdowns. They are 4-1-1. New York now falls to 3-3, and that is week 6 of the AFFF football game, advanced fictional football. To be honest, these were all finished, a month or so ago, but I finally got them out, got them published, and decided to share them with the public. They are growing on me. The FFF game was so influential on me in my playing of my Canadian league that I became addicted to it and decided that it deserved a full career game, a full-fledged game with team creation, career play, etc. And really enjoying it. This, I've said it before, my boxing time game, I believe, is one of the best boxing games available on the planet. However, boxing time bouts is absolutely dominating my boxing the last week and a half. I'm playing my lightweight tournament. I'm playing down the... so for those who don't know, this is a dice pool boxing game. It comes with 16 lightweights, some real, some fictional, 16 middleweights, and 16 heavyweights. And I am playing down to a tournament. So 1 versus 16, 2 versus 15. I am currently in round 2 of, as these the first 8 fights have been done, and we're getting there. It's going to be fascinating. Is my favorite boxer of all time, Alexis Arguello, faces Willie Pep in the next round, and Willie Pep is a stud. So I'll be doing that next. I might record that. So anyway, thanks for watching. This has been AFFF football, advanced AFFF, and it's got team creation, off-season play, and it uses one of my favorite mechanisms, dice pools. Right? You're either rolling and adding them up, or you're rolling and you're selecting numbers of dice. It's probably my favorite mechanism for dice games. This is my favorite die, the D6, because it's universal. Almost everybody has them, and you can do so much with them. Whether it's curves, whether it's linear, whether it's a pool of dice, adding them up, or whether it's a pool of dice, selecting a number. There's just so much you can do with D6s, and I just love the pattern recognition. So boxing next uses 5 for every round for each boxer, and it uses occurrences, numbers of occurrences, to dictate results. So great fun. I will be doing that next. Probably record it. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.